Hello, everyone. Today, I'm sharing with you how to increase return rates in outsourced design. Not looks good, but ease of use. This is something many outsourcing teams, after working with you a few times, often overlook. Yet it's the thing that most significantly impacts long-term profitability. Because the reality is often, the first order received good reviews, and the images were indeed beautiful, but the client simply didn't come back. You might subconsciously think, is the style not sophisticated enough? Is the portfolio lacking? But the truth is, the relationship between return rates and looks good is far less significant than you think. First, the conclusion: clients are buying certainty when they repurchase. In outsourcing collaborations, clients who repeatedly choose a team almost always do so for the same reason: ease of use. Not every image you create is stunning. Your designs are incredibly creative. In a business environment, less hassle, less explanation, fewer unexpected problems are far more important than how beautiful it is. 2. Why do aesthetically pleasing but trouble-free outsourcing services rarely achieve repeat business? Because from the client's perspective, design is only one part of the job, not the whole thing. If these situations arise during the collaboration, requirements need to be explained from scratch every time. Frequent misunderstandings about direction, repeated revisions, and unstable pace. Even if the result is aesthetically pleasing, the client will subconsciously feel the cost is too high. Low repeat business is often not a problem with the result, but a problem with the process experience. Third, 3 core characteristics of trouble-free outsourcing. First, you anticipate problems. Trouble-free outsourcing doesn't mean solving problems after they arise, but rather proactively highlighting risks, early confirmation of boundaries, aligning expectations in advance, making the client feel things are under control. Second, stable collaboration rules. What clients fear most is not strictness, but unpredictability. For example, this time it can be changed like this, next time they say it won't work. Standards depend entirely on the current situation. Trouble-free outsourcing must have clear and consistent rules. Stability is the foundation of repeat business. Third, you're saving them time. What truly keeps clients coming back isn't how quickly you produce images, but rather how much less explanation they need, how much less rework they need, and how much less worry they need. When clients find that working with you is easier than overseeing things themselves, repeat purchases almost happen naturally. IV. Why is effortless more scarce than aesthetically pleasing? Because aesthetics are a skill, while ease of use is a system. Aesthetics can be achieved through personal ability, but ease of use requires processes, standards, judgment, and accumulated experience. This is also why many technically skilled outsourcing companies fail to build long-term business. V. How can outsourcing teams turn effortlessness into tangible value? Start saving time and effort during the requirements phase. Instead of waiting for drawings, we start by breaking down the requirements for the client, reminding them of what's unnecessary, telling them where rework is likely. The client will clearly feel you're thinking for them. Making feedback easier during the revision phase. A worry-free outsourcing service won't leave the client repeatedly wondering, how should I phrase this? Instead, we proactively guide them. What to keep in this version? Which aspect to change next? The more structured the revisions, the easier the collaboration, providing thorough aftercare during the delivery phase. For example, are the dimensions complete? Are the files user-friendly? Are they compatible with future expansions? Let the client receive the final result without needing to ask follow-up questions or request additional information. 6. A simple standard for judging whether outsourcing is worry-free. You can ask yourself this question: if similar requirements recur in the future, would I still be willing to contact them first? If the answer is hesitant, then the problem is often not with the design itself. A very realistic piece of advice for outsourcing teams: long-term cooperation isn't based on a single amazing performance. It's based on never making a mistake every time. When clients find that, they don't need repeated explanations when they come to you, they don't need to worry about things going off track, and they don't need to constantly monitor progress, then you're no longer just outsourcing, but the default option. In short, to increase return rates in outsourced design, the key isn't making every drawing incredibly beautiful. It's making the process stable, ensuring consistent judgment, and making collaboration easy. When you make peace of mind a core part of your delivery, return rates will naturally follow.